Let me start with a question. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why did I have to go through that? Maybe it was a heartbreak, maybe a failure, maybe a time when you gave your best effort only to fall flat on your face. At that moment it hurt so badly that you probably wished it had never happened. But here's the thing, those very experiences, those scars, might be the reason you succeed later in life. They might be the fuel that powers your journey. Today, I want to share with you a truth that most young people overlook. Your scars are not your weaknesses. Your scars are your secret weapons. When we think of scars, we usually think of pain. We think of wounds that have healed but left a mark. Scars are often seen as reminders of mistakes, of things we wish we could erase. But what if I told you scars are evidence of something far greater? Scars mean you survived. Scars mean that life tried to break you, and you refused to stay broken. Every scar carries a story behind it. Some scars are visible, the bruise from falling off a bike, the stitches from an accident, but most scars are invisible. They are in our hearts, in our minds, in our memories. They come in the form of rejection, of being told you're not good enough, of failing an exam, of starting a business that didn't work out, of giving your best but hearing silence in return. And let's be honest, that hurts. It cuts deep. It makes you question your worth. But here's the truth. Those scars are not the end of your story. They are the proof that you are still here, still standing, still fighting. Many young people today feel pressured to look perfect, to sound perfect, to appear as if they have everything figured out. Social media shows us highlight reels of success, but rarely the behind-the-scenes failures. You see the millionaire at 25, but not the years he spent broke and rejected. You see the influencer with 1 million followers, but not the countless nights of doubt, trial, and fear before they blew up. This creates a dangerous myth, the myth that success means being flawless. The truth, no success story is perfect. Behind every strong leader, every entrepreneur, every artist, there are scars. Think about J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became the global phenomenon we know today, she was a single mom living on welfare. She sent her manuscript to multiple publishers, and almost all of them rejected her. Imagine that, holding on to your dream and being told no again and again. But she didn't quit. Her scars became her story, and her story inspired millions. Or think about Michael Jordan. Today, he's remembered as the greatest basketball player of all time. But in high school, he was cut from the varsity basketball team. Cut. The coach said he wasn't good enough. That could have destroyed him. But instead, it fueled him. He practiced harder, longer, and with more hunger than anyone else. And that scar, the rejection from his high school coach, became the story that defined his greatness. So when you look at your own scars, remember, you're in good company. But here's the challenge. Most people hide their scars. They pretend they're not there. They're ashamed of their failures, afraid of being judged, scared to admit they're not perfect. What if you did the opposite? What if you turned your scars into stories that fueled your drive, your creativity, your purpose? Imagine telling the world, yes, I failed but I learned. Yes, I was rejected but I grew stronger. Yes, I was hurt but I refused to stay down. That's where transformation happens. When you stop running from your scars and start embracing them, that's when you begin to unlock your true power. Because pain, when transformed, becomes purpose. Your rejection can teach resilience. Your heartbreak can teach empathy. Your failure can teach strategy. And your scars, those tough, Painful experiences can become the very stories that inspire others. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a seed being buried in the soil. To the seed, it feels like the end. It's dark, it's alone, it's suffocating on the dirt. But what the seed doesn't know is that it isn't being buried, it is being planted. Many of us confuse the two. We think life is burying us under failures, under setbacks, under pain. But really, life is planting us. And when the time is right, we break through the soil, we rise towards the sun, and we bloom. So the next time life knocks you down, remember, you're not being buried, you're being planted. And when you rise again, you'll rise with roots. Stronger, deeper, wiser. Now, let's bring it closer to home. I know many of you are students, young professionals, or dreamers just starting out. Maybe you failed an exam. Maybe you applied for a job and got rejected. Maybe you started a small business that didn't take off. Maybe you posted content online that no one watched. It hurts. But let me tell you, your story isn't finished yet. Take for example a young content creator I once met. He started making videos, and for the first year, he barely had 100 subscribers. People laughed at him. Some even told him to stop embarrassing himself. But he kept going. He studied. He improved. He learned from the scars of low views, from the wounds of rejection. Today, he has millions of followers and a career he once only dreamed of. His scars became his story. His story became his strength. One day, someone younger than you will look at your journey. They'll see your scars, your struggles, your survival, and they'll say, if they made it through that, then I can too. And that's when you realize your scars are not just your own. They're part of a bigger story, a story that can inspire generations. So don't run from your scars. Don't cover them up. Embrace them. Turn them into stories. Because your scars are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of the chapter where you become unstoppable. Young people, listen. You don't have to be perfect to succeed. You don't have to erase your scars. You only need the courage to keep moving forward. Your scars are proof of your resilience. Your scars are reminders of your survival. Your scars are the birthplace of your wisdom. So the next time you look at yourself and see the marks of failure, rejection or heartbreak, smile. Because those scars mean you're still here. Those scars mean you're still fighting. Those scars mean your story is still being written. And one day, when you rise to the top, those very scars will be the reason people listen, people believe, and people follow. Turn your scars into stories, and turn your stories into strength. Thank you. Thank you. Lessons for the journey. So, how do you turn your scars into stories? Let me share 3 practical lessons. 1. Face them. Don't hide them. The first step is honesty. Admit your scars. Don't pretend they don't exist. Don't bury them under fake smiles. When you face them, you take away their power to control you. 2. Learn the lesson. Don't waste the pain. Every scar has a lesson hidden inside. Failure teaches you what doesn't work. Rejection teaches you patience and resilience. Heartbreak teaches you empathy. Don't waste the pain, extract the lesson. 3. Share your story. Inspire others. Your scars aren't just for you. They're for others too. When you share your story, you give courage to people who are silently suffering. You become a living proof that survival is possible, that healing is real, and that success is within reach.